Hello, Lee.
Good morning, Ali. How are you?
Very, very well, very well. Lovely to see you. Obviously, obviously the founder of Global Street Art, pretty unique in the world of marketing, branding, and everything else.
Absolutely.
So, why are you here? Number one.
It's a really good one. So we come to MadFest every year. It's a really good opportunity to meet people. We catch up with you every time. We've worked with DNA Recruit for years now. And that's me on the wall, really. That's me behind me. I'm standing in front of a face. So it's a really good opportunity to meet people. And it really is an industry based on people. Your company is your people. It is your talent. And so we meet people that we get to work with. Often it's actually meeting people that help you think differently about your own business.
Yeah.
And that's really useful as well. And then, of course, like everyone else, you might meet people that you might eventually work with as well. And that's quite a nice thing, which is, obviously why people are here as well. So for all of those reasons, I gave a talk today with Mark Denton, which was really fun as well, about what makes older adverts really effective and what we can learn from that. So for that whole smorgasbord, that's why we're here.
And obviously, I've seen you've massively increased your social presence, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating as well because of going back to what you did with Mark Denton. Yeah. Everything that, from what you can learn from historic, amazing ads, amazing concepts. They don't go away, do they? But you just bring them into the future.
Do you know what? It's those jingles that you heard 50 years ago that you still remember now. And so today we call it sonic branding, but it used to be a jingle. And today we call it a fluent device, but it used to be a mascot. And there's so many things that were around that fell out of favor when things like brand purpose and targeting came up, that it took our eye, I think, off a lot of just not tactics and methods, that things that really used to make advertising work as advertising and effective, but also just enjoyable. And you have to remember, like, advertising, you're not invited, right? It's just you're turning up in someone's feed or in someone's house or in someone's city or wherever it is. So I think the least we can do and owe to like the consumer is ultimately be somewhat entertaining. And when the research shows more than half of TV advertising is less interesting than watching cows eat grass, you know that you've got a message that the industry can benefit from. And so injecting a little bit of fun, and for us, it's human and it's got that craft element to it as well. But it is a reason that people stop in front of our spaces, take photographs and share them. So I kind of like, it's in defense of human, I suppose.
And I love the fact that you're taking on sort of going against AI, digital tech, as in making it physical, because we're seeing, especially in the recruitment space, the businesses that are doing really well at the moment are those that are in the physical space.
This is a really interesting time to be in a world with AI because it's still humans driving the AI. Agentic takes over, autonomous AI is there, it's happening. We're not sure what the impact is, but ultimately humans are still going to be buying stuff and people want to sell to people. And one of the challenges that I think we have with data is when every company is looking at the same data and optimizing for the same thing, you all end up roughly doing the same thing. And that makes it kind of harder to stand out. So I think one of the impacts of AI might be a sort of like isomorphism in our behavior, that a lot of people and brands and companies end up looking and sounding a bit the same. And you see that within technology. So I think it's the data is stuff from the past. You have to break from the past and choose to do something different. And it's ultimately going to be people still making that decision. And it's still a market where people are buying the products. So, that stuff it shouldn't be forgotten. So at the same time, we're not against AI. It's an efficiency tool and a great creative partner in some ways. Like there's obviously tremendous value that we can get from it. But it's interesting that people place us now in a this is the not AI thing. And it wasn't that on purpose because we existed long before AI was there and painting was there. But it's really interesting that if you're splashing around in the water for long enough, eventually a wave comes.
But it's playing into your real strengths.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And finally, in terms of talent and what you're looking for in the future, does that look like?
I think you know better than us.
Well, we try, but it's good to get your perspective.
So what are we looking for in talent? I think it's not an easy question, right? There's different things that you can hire for. It depends on the position. Sometimes technical skills are just absolutely the most important thing. And then sometimes, you're hiring essentially for the thing that's hardest to train or replace. So if it's a technical skill and a technical position and a CFO type thing, you really need those technical skills. But then actually, if there's a position where you can learn those skills and pick it up more on the role and it's quite easy to do it, but requires finesse and people skills, then you're hiring for attitude more and it's those people skills. You know, ultimately we hire against our values. That's really important to us. And it's just often known, and people often say it's better not to make a hire than make the wrong hire.
Yeah.
And you never really know until you're working with someone what that's going to look like. But I guess what we're looking for is probably people to tell us how to do something better as well. So people who are keen and interested and keen to learn. But we're a business that's scaling, has learned the hard way to build order out of chaos and set processes and grow those processes. And actually, you can learn by yourself and make mistakes and you'll get there eventually. But sometimes just hiring that talent, that intelligence and that experience, really that experience is just fundamental to proceeding faster. And ultimately, it's saving time. And those, you know, hires that might seem premium or scary because they've got a cost of X, well, if they save you that time, it just makes sense. So all of that wrapped together.
And arguably taking the load off your shoulders.
Please.
Yeah. Happy days.
Happy
well,
days, thanks,
we really
Ollie.
appreciate working with you, and we're looking forward to a strong partnership.
Work with them, they're great. DNA.